It's Christine from Pack Hacker. In this video, we're taking a look at the North Face Borealis mini backpack, which I've been testing for 2 weeks. If you find this video helpful, click subscribe so we can keep making content to help you travel smarter. Let's dive in. So when you want to carry just a few things, you want to carry something smaller, you have a lot of options. And if you like carrying things over 2 shoulders instead of 1, a mini backpack is a great option. So like its larger sibling, the Borealis mini backpack, the signature feature here is the bungee cord. And I didn't end up using it a ton, but you can use it to, like, here, I've got a hat here. You can sort of wriggle a hat down in there to carry it with you in case you are not sure if you're going to need it or not. But the Mini also has these daisy chain of attachment points, so you can also, I put a carabiner on here to be ready, but so you can also clip something there, either, like I said, like a hat or hand sanitizer, keychain, a little flashlight to be ready. Basically, whatever you think you may need to carry, you can clip there. And if you don't need them, they're just hanging out, they're right there. The material is 300D recycled polyester, but that really depends on the colorway. We've got the heathered, the North Face black, burnt coral metallic colorway here, but there are many options, and some of them have different fabrics, like the solids are 210D recycled nylon ripstop, and the prints are 600D recycled polyester. Everything's got a durable water repellent coating, which is great if you get caught in the rain like I did, keeps everything dry, so that's really awesome. And then they've all got YKK zippers throughout. The front one just has the corded pulls, whereas the main compartment has the North Face on the molded plastic pulls. They all work really well. And then there's Duraflex hardware on the adjusters on the shoulder strap. So the only other feature to mention is we do have the branding. We've got the embroidered, the North Face there, and then the name there, and then this really awesome, super comfortable padded carry handle, which is awesome if you need to carry it for any time, not on your shoulder. The shoulder straps on the mini backpack are a little bit contoured, you can see, to go around your shoulders. And then also there's this flexible webbing at the top so that they can expand around wider users. And while I get that, what I did find happening is when you put on one shoulder, you're fine, but whatever your second shoulder was, I find that it flipped around constantly on me, especially, like, I'm not wearing a coat right now, but when you're wearing a coat, I always ended up having it twisted around. So I don't know if that's just a little bit too much flexibility, but it is nice to have, so that's cool. There's a few reflective little loops here in case, just so you can be seen by headlights or whatnot. And then the undersides are this like nice mini mesh. It's almost like athletic wear, so it wicks away sweat, and there's nice comfortable padding and even a little bit of a flex vent, air channel here to prevent a sweaty back. It's a really capable harness system for such a small backpack. So this casual and adventurous looking little bag is really great for, daily outings, maybe you're going to the zoo or festivals, art fairs, whatnot. The petite size isn't for everyone. I really dig it. It's a nice 10 liters. I feel like I can fit a lot in it, and it's very comfortable because it is only 10 liters. But larger users may not find the teeny tiny nature as appealing. It's more of a you do you thing, but it is a great option if this is what you're looking for, and very comfortable throughout the day because it is so small and still has the nice creature comforts built into it. So like its, brethren, the Borealis backpack, there are two, and the North Face does call them, side water bottle pockets. That's what they say they are. Now, the one on the left here has some elastic and a fabric gusset, so you can see that the 3.5-inch width, it can stretch, okay? And so while I have been unable to find any reusable travel water bottle to fit, it will fit a tiny disposable, this is a 12-ounce disposable one, and you can see you can wedge it in there and it will fit. So I guess that is what they mean by water bottles. It's appropriate if you're, if you're out and about, if you're at a festival or whatnot, this may be what you're picking up. Now, the other one is, I'll show you guys on this overhead. It's got this fabric covering, which is great, and you can see I have in here a pack of tissues because it is basically the exact size of a pack of tissues. You can also fit in a travel wallet, like a minimalist wallet, but it's harder to access because of that fabric gusset, which is nice to keep water from getting in, but it's harder to access. So I found it was best for tissues, things you're not going to use too often. I also could not wedge in any water bottles, and I did have one at home that was slightly thinner. It was like the thinnest water bottle I've ever seen, and I still could not wedge it in. So I don't quite know what water bottle they think you're gonna fit in here. I'd use it for tissues or lip balm, something like that. I'm gonna set those off to the side. Now, while you can, like I said, you can put a minimalist wallet in here, I find that this front pocket, which opens horizontally with this, the zipper's protected by a fabric welt, again, weather resistance, which is nice. And this pocket spans all the way up and all the way down the length of the bag. So I found this was the place that I always wanted to put my phone. I've got my AirPods in there. I've got my wallet if you wanted some snacks. Anything you want to get at quickly worked really well in here. There's no extra organization or anything, but it's not a huge bag. It's not all that hard to reach to the bottom and pull out your wallet per se. If you need to, it's small enough so that it doesn't need extra pockets, extra organization, in my opinion. Now let's head into the main compartment. It opens, you've got these nice little zippers like I mentioned, and they're super easy to just grab and pull open, no matter if it's on the seat next to you or whatnot. So I really enjoyed that. And you open and you can see it is quite spacious. Now I did stick that hat inside here just to show you what you can fit in. So you got a hat. And then I did end up, because I don't often use disposable water bottles, I mostly use a reusable one. So if you have one that you can trust not to leak, like I've got this Hydro Flask here, you can see it fits very nicely. This is an 18-ounce, and it fits very nicely inside very easily. So you can always go that route, which is what I found myself doing. And because of the padded back panel and whatnot, you don't really feel it against your back as you're carrying it around, which is great. And then I'm gonna flip around here to the front, and you will see we have this nice mesh pocket. It's zippered mesh pocket, and I found it just a really great place to put small accessories. I've got like a little makeup kit here, I've got my lipstick, and then there is also a key leash. It is a very short leash, so it's not, you're not gonna be trying to pull it out while this bag is on your back, but it's a good place for, like, if you go on vacation, and I don't know about you, but I always tend to forget by the time the week's over where I put my keys when I need them for my car. So it's kind of nice to be able to just put the keys you don't need again until you get home in here and just sort of plop them in there and forget it. So, and then you don't have to go digging for it. They're not going anywhere. They're just nice and locked up tight. Then along the back panel, we have this little padded sleeve, and it is the size of a tablet. So we've got an iPad here. You could put your e-reader, whatnot. It even has a little bit of a false bottom, which is something, you know, we're always looking for on laptop bags. So in such a itty bitty little, you know, petite package, it's kind of nice to see that feature. Also, I mean, this might be more prone to falling off tables or getting dropped on the floor or whatnot. So maybe it's nice that it has that added protection at the bottom. You don't have to worry about your iPad screen cracking when you're on vacation, which is awesome. Then the rest of it is nice open space, and you've got quite a bit of room. You saw I had that water bottle in here. I had a hat. I've got a buff and some gloves. You could put a packable jacket in here. You know, your lunch, and maybe a small lunch at least. Whatever you need to carry throughout the day, maps or whatnot, worked really nicely in there, and it's easy to swing on and off and fit into small spaces should you need to tuck it away. So there you have it, the North Face Borealis mini backpack. Thanks for keeping it here at Pack Hacker, your guide to smarter travel, and we'll see you in the next one.